Hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much for dropping by. Alright. So, we were at... Hey, Bloombius, welcome. Thank you very much for dropping by. We were doing, I believe, Alof's Quest. Alof's Quest. The painted masks, there it is. Ah, it looks like we... Okay. I'm guessing... Hello, Neo. Welcome. Thank you very much for dropping by. I'm guessing... Urio Koiki. Okay. We'll roll. We'll roll. Ah, yeah, no, I shouldn't do that because you guys are probably hearing some big delay between my mic and the the game. Okay. Urio Koiki. This is it, right? Shipwreck. Should we check that ship? Ah! Grab those. Those are fruits. Probably. Yeah. Waves batter a splintered hull but doggedly refuses to sink. Whoever abandoned this may have left something behind. So why do I have to like go on my ship maybe to check it? Water. The crew won't be very happy. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Search Oreo Koiki for signs of a leaden key. Okay, but first...
I guess I make as good a target as any.
You do! You absolutely do. You're supposed to be the vanguard there. You need to be tanking for me.
That symbol. It looks like the one we saw on the abandoned ship.
The painting on the post resembles the symbol used by the leaden key. Does it, though? Are you just seeing whatever you want to see, Alof? Well, there's no more Cat and Nova around, so you people better... behave. You people better behave because Nova is no longer kind.
I got this.
It's useless being kind. If everybody's gonna treat me like shit, I'm gonna treat everybody like shit too. Oh, let's just go. Rocky outcroppings pepper the face of a cliffside. You can make out the shape of stone ruins situated high above. The terrain offers an abundance of hand and footholds, though the length of a climb alone would exact a heavy toll of effort and strain. Scouting for a secure passage could help to mitigate the risks of a hard climb. Okay. Study the cliff, Adair. Adair squints up at the rock face and points at dangers which eluded you until now. You note that a crevasse, which would otherwise have proven a useful foothold on the journey up, is home to a bulbous and pulsating nest of wasps. Ah no. Higher still, a prominent ledge stands out as an intimidating obstacle. You note no other dangers of significance. Okay, climb then. You begin the climb, alternating your attention between your footing and any less obvious dangers. You narrowly avoid the crevasse supporting the wasp nest and continue your ascent. You come upon a ledge that commands the cliffside. The outcropping looks like it could support an adult suite, though it would take a nimble outdoorsman to plot a safe course. Okay. Go again. After scaling the cliff with a mountain goat's alacrity, Adair waves down at you and signals the optimal path up. You make for the summit of a cliff. It's mostly for Alaf, because he's gonna splat on the ground again, annoyed. You make for the summit of a cliff, panting from the exertion and grateful to find yourself once more on unstable ground. It's dark.
Yours to command, Captain.
Yes, thank you.
Naturally.
Oh,
Watch and learn.
no suck, I need to sleep on the wasp nest and break her neck this time. Now that we have no more Sagani, I fear it's Alaf that's gonna take her place. Also, welcome in. Thanks for jumping by. Well, what is this? What? Oh, but like we can. There's nobody to see though. This bowl is full to bursting with ripe koiki. It looks as if Ruasari's attendants stock it regularly to keep pace with Rodanga's appetite. What? This koiki smell particularly sweet and pungent, likely owing to the grove in the deeper jungle. We're talking about stuff I have no idea. Oh. Have no idea what we're talking about. There's nobody to see, so whatever. Oh, but wait. Everyone is just gonna... Oh.
Scallywags ho, Cap.
Oh. I wonder about this. Wait, everyone just came to attack us. But I mean, should we try to like was it F8? Wait. Scallywags detected. Wait. But we There was no... Let's see if there's a way to like... yeah, I said no more kind Nova, but at the same time... Nova is usually, you know... attacking in... what's it called? I don't attack, I just... retaliate... Légitime défense, legitimate, self-defense. I always just retaliate in self-defense. I'm not an asshole who attacks everything. So wait. You said at the top of Oreo quake his highest cliff, spearing down at the jungle below with due caution. Taking a deep breath, you begin a slow and careful descent to the bottom of the cliff, mindful of any unstable footholds. I don't start the fight, I just finish them. Yeah, I do, I guess. No, but wait. Is there a way? Is there a way? Another way. A young woman steps up to the edge of a cliff and peers down, wearing an amused grin. She fingers the curve of a long hunting bow.
You keep turning up like a chipped Azada.
She nods toward Tekehu.
Something keeps drawing me back to Oreo Koiki, I say.
Tekehu winks up at her. It's it's a good thing I returned. We had Tekehu as our ticket in.
Don't let Awata hear you say that.
She returns her focus to you with a frown.
You went into the jungle for animal hides, I say, and found yourself in an empty clearing.
Now, if we say what, we just sound stupid. If we say I did not, it's like just keep listening.
Akira, silence is wise. You turned around and retraced your steps back to your ship, where it was safe.
She picks up her hunting bow and knocks an arrow, pointing it in your direction. Looks like he's not the ticket in the end. Takeru, do something! Looks like she fell asleep while sunbathing, wearing a scarf on her. I believe it's the scarf on the head, which is actually the what's it called? Is actually the face paint. No? I don't know. Feels to me like this is probably the face paint, and the red ones. Let's try talking. Look, I just want to talk. Can we talk?
Not if you cannot listen.
With a sigh, she points the arrow to the ground.
If you came to blunt my teeth with chatter, try to keep it short.
Oh, yeah, I did refuse to help Onikaza. Would she have? I'd like to speak with a chieftain.
You have an audience with me. Ruasare doesn't waste time on outsider vagrants.
No, we're not gonna give money, no. God damn. I'm kind of curious. Is this tied to Onikaza's request? Because if it is, god damn it. Or should we go back? Should we go back to Onikaza then? I'm kind of curious. I want to see how this goes, but at the same time, I'm kind of. No, but if we say no business, just terms of surrender, that's just being that's just being a colonizer. We're done with that. We're done with that RP. We're done with that RP. Why is my where? Okay, we're moving. Why does it sometimes just? Sometimes it moves fine over. Huh? How much are you even taking up? Why? Why would you be taking up all of my resources? Ah. What? Really? That thing really is taking up a ton of my GPU. That game. Why, though? There's barely anything. Come on. Don't be like this. That'll be fine. Do I want to go back to Onikaza? I mean, no, it's not like we need experience. We're on easy. It's not like we need experience or what. But I mean, if we attack Teke, who is not gonna like it? I'm still. I don't want to lose my meat shields.
I won't.
Never mind. Can I enter?
No. You think I stand here for my health? Only the Wahaki are allowed on Oreo Koiki.
And what if I say I bring an offer of alliance from Queen Onikaza? Her bearing abruptly straightens as she regards you anew, taking you in from head to toe. Seraphine's eyes close as he nods along. Skullduggery.
We remember the old compact with the Nekataka Queen. Do you have her treaty words?
You're lying, there is no passphrase. Kipeha shakes her head and slowly she takes up her bow and lets loose an arrow aiming for your head. Ah. You successfully duck aside, avoiding the projectile. Kipeha curses under her breath. She raises two fingers to her lips and blows a piercing whistle, putting the fortress of fluid. Ah. Well, that's not really what. You know what? We might as well try again. Where was it? Where was my last save? This? We already spent 3 months in game. 3 months, 17 days, almost 3 months and a half. This is it, right? Yeah. Would have had like 5 minutes to dodge that considering how slow projectiles are in this game. I got to dodge it easily. Very easily, but yeah. I kind of want to see how this... in Vienna I'm going to help her, I guess. Why am I doing this again? Yeah, for Olaf's quest. Well, I mean, I was kind of curious about the... Songo. Neketaka. Are we out of... Maybe we can lower the crew's morale a bit now. Because it's at 100. We can start lowering it with the water. I guess we might as well. Plus there's also the what was it? The Royal Prince's request too. I'm kind of curious. Plus, I don't know if I'll have the motivation to play this offline much. So I might as well. I might as well get my scratch the itch of my curiosity now, I guess. Don't die, everyone. Ooh. Ede! What are you doing behind?
That's it.
Ah, I know he just... Okay. But that's a neat little, more gamed one. Fair. The crew is already very happy. Why is Sayuka like that? Does this mean that we're attacking now? Well, in any case, Negetaka. To Negetaka we go. Okay. To the rooftop. No, she better be asking me to establish an alliance with them, so I have an excuse. So everything that happened would be not for nothing. Walk into the long shadow of Ngadi's chosen.
Watcher, I hope you're enjoying my city.
Onikaze lifts her gaze to meet yours. What do you need from me?
What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now. What do you know of my water shapers, Herald of Bareth?
Onikaze leans forward and rests her chin on her fist. Ah, no. Tekehu, thoughts?
I say we are artists, but when diplomacy fails, we will become something more.
Tekehu crosses his arms and smirks at Onikaze.
When, Tekehu? Not if?
Onikaze raises her brow but doesn't press the matter.
My water shapers are the levy holding back Rawatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows.
She eases back, languid and satisfied.
This reminds me. I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nekaro Atoll.
She snaps her fingers and nods to an attendant who scurries off. Say nothing.
While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of water shaping to Nekataka. Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Myru, but she does not answer my summons.
Onikaze looks out on her city. Her hand squeezes down on the armrest. It doesn't look like she is gonna let me go there. No. Doesn't sound like you have a grip on the most important asset in Neketaka, Highness.
Akira, for this I employ a guild master.
Onikaza crosses her arms. Takeho furrows his brow, sighing through his nose. Was that anti-Huana? How is that anti-Huana? You people are so freaking
And a watcher. But I'd say the arrangement
sensitive.
is flexible to change. The guild can suffer no setbacks. If Myru shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason.
She stares off into the distance and sighs, her gaze unfixed.
Nagati, do not abandon us now.
Onikaza turns her gaze back to you and flinches. This is not a thought she intended to share. Ah. This is annoying. No! God damn it. That's not what I wanted to. I wanted to to load. Oh, no. This sounds like more work than... Why doesn't Takehu say anything? Am I gonna lose him? God damn it, what should I do? She wants me to talk to her. Guild master. Why can't she... Why do I have to be a messenger, people? Honestly. You can always try all the passcodes. Oh.
That symbol. It looks like the one we saw on the abandoned ship.
I guess I make as good a target as any.
You do.
You keep turning. You went into the jungle for animal hides, I say. Akira, you turned around and retraced your steps. Not if you can. If you came to blunt my teeth with We remember the old compact with the Neketaka Queen. Do you have her treaty words?
Deadfire prevails? Nah. I probably...
Conflict in the air.
You smell conflict in the air, huh? You think? The sudden lift grants access to the towering cliffs separating the settlement above from the jungle below. The lift is currently raised to the level of a plateau. La. I mean, yeah, we could do that, but that means we're gonna attack everyone, right? I love, what are you making me do? Northeast of Neketaka. Kuaori kuhuche in the violence. Hello, Minja! Welcome, thanks for dropping by. Since you saw the name of the stream, you were thinking about how to defend your boys, but after an hour, you couldn't think of anything. Honestly, I put that out as a challenge to them. Like, come on, give me something, anything. But we're not really doing well. We're not very convincing. We're not gonna win me over. Now it's the NPCs that need to win me over, not the other way around. No, but the problem is Takehu gonna leave us if we attack people here? Oh, this is so freaking annoying. The hook successfully gains purchase and snags onto the leaf, bridging the gap between the raised mechanism and the ground with a dangling rope. Those boys want to be won over, they are shy. Oh. I am so sick of running after people. People should be running after me for a change. A shout of alarm rises among the Wahaki warriors guarding the cliffside. Archers knock back arrows and take aim in a direction. If we climb, as you make your way up the rope, the loud twang of bow strings announces that the archers have left loose a volley of arrows. You hasten your climb, closing the distance too quickly for the archers to anticipate your movement. You reach the top and swing onto the plateau, steeling yourself for a worthy battle. I mean, Takehu is attacking.
That looks complicated.
Figurehead. Futile.
That looks like lava beyond secret. Show 'em how it's done.
I smell
That looks
Behold me, mother.
I mean, he is attacking. Fine. Oh, Graver, what are you doing here in the back? Graver stays with his mistress, I guess. With his mama. My boy wants to stay with his mama. No, but like, if it's gotta be like these, we could have...
You have my attention.
Is Takehu very angry now? Reputations. Dislikes and opposes Rawatai and the real Deadfire company. Does not respond to criticism against or hostility toward the human culture or its people. Just because I was kinda... Oh, they're so... I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you, Takehu. Party. Highest single target damage. Most crits. Most hits. Most damage taken. Most times knocked out. Yeah, this about looks... Yeah, this looks like how it used to be. Yeah. This looks like how it used to be. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. But are these not Huwana? These people. They are, no? Aren't they? This is annoying. Maybe let's just continue. Nova being the MVP is just
What do I say?
Did you notice their face paint?
What about the face paint? Uh-oh. Oh, they have a griever too. Wahaki.
Makes no difference.
What makes no difference? Ah, yeah. Did he change his weapon? Well, he transformed, I believe. The way Griever just the last one. Audio Koiki Sanctum.
No need to ask twice.
Well. Knock knock! No, but like for real though.
Missed. Beyond sick.
Hardly more than half empty,
For real though, I don't really feel like being the errand girl. Ah.
We've got company. That's how it's done.
Something exploded!
This is futile.
Wait! How did I get damaged? Oh, my little doggo. My cute little doggo. I'm already the errand girl of the gods. That's quite enough. Getting bossed around by other people is not my thing. I guess we're not gonna see. Oh, it's just whatever. What do we do, Olaf? You know what? Actually, I should probably just check. Probably. What was it again? The painted masks. The painted masks. Where do you go? What? Talk to Ruasare. Ruasare. Isn't that the... We already killed everyone. No, but...
I smell the waste. A field.
We're just killing everything. The mural is quite faded, but you still recognize the distinct silhouette of Theos X Arkamnon. Oh! The preparing table for burned offerings reeks of spices and gore. Oh! This copper brazier reeks of ashes and burned hair. A layer of soot and detritus line the blackened concavity. Among the ashes, you find charred footprints, scraps of parchment, shards of pottery, animal bones, and mated bundles of singed hair. This will not be the first time we'll have to like commit some unaliving due to some quest. A passing breeze disturbs a small moon of ashes, swirling them up out of a brazier. Amid the ashes, you perceive a familiar outline. That of a mad, bearded face grimacing with unspent rage. What? Say nothing. The ashes settle, and the breeze gusts no more. Wait, what? Some areas are in need of some cleaning. There was that part in towards the end where I was supposed to like what was it again? There was a monk or something like that that I was supposed to bring back to bring the soul back to Bareth. They had to like massacre the whole cult Justifiable homicide. Yeah, well, when I do it, it's always justifiable. Yes, yes, yes. Durance? The ashes settle and the breeze gusts no more. Why is there some Durance here? What is he doing here? Eh?
That mural. That's the same headdress Theos wore.
Well, looks like they were part of a leaden key anyway, so. But it looks like we. Justifiable homicide. At this point, at how many victims does it become a genocide? Actually. Oh my god. How do I get to her? I feel like maybe we need to. Maybe it will be faster. Take the leaf down. The leaf strains against the rope spine it, but the pulley bears you slowly to the ground. Go back to where we went. We can talk to... Well, we're gonna attack her directly, aren't we, again? They weren't giving us any choice. They aren't giving me any choice. This has to be done. Alright. Hello, Faye, and welcome. Thanks for dropping by.
Could be a fight.
It is a fight.
How do you like that? I'll teach you a lesson.
Everyone died. We could have just gone this way, I guess, since we weren't gonna have access to anything before. What was that? Essence lingers near Wasari's body. You feel an ancient presence within it. Okay, read her soul. You reach into her soul, chasing that presence. You feel hundreds of births and deaths within her, forming and disappearing like bubbles in boiling water. You sift past them all, focusing your overwhelmed senses on the memory of a strange foreign man. When at last you seize it, you find yourself in the very same throne room, but the condition of a place and the memory of your host suggests that it is many, many hundreds of years ago, if not more. You are sitting on the day. A man is brought before you, dressed in stifling black robes. He reminds you of a corpse, dressed for a funeral. He reminds you of something else too, but one of your attendants leans in and interrupts the thought before you can follow it. She tells you that this is the man you asked to see, and that his people have been harassing yours. He calls himself Veos X Arcanon. Oh! So he was harassing them. Explain yourself, stranger. He gives you a smile that sets your teeth on edge.
Your Excellency, I come to warn your people. Your presence among these ruins is an affront to the gods. You must remove yourself, lest you face the gods' wrath.
Indeed, the man is an even greater fool than you had been told. The gods surely take their time. We have lived here 200 years, and they have yet to raise an objection.
The timeline of the gods is not for mortals to understand. But even their patience shall wear thin, especially after this warning.
You certainly feel your patience or anything. Who is he, this foreigner, to send your people from their holes and homes? And who is he to tell your people, the survivors, about the wrath of the gods? What ungrateful guest evicts his hosts? Our ancestors built this place centuries ago. We will not leave. For a moment his unctuous facade melts away, and he blinks at you and your attendants. You get the impression that your response has surprised him.
Your people cling tightly to their history.
His jaw is tight as he speaks. He swallows hard, as if gulping something unpleasant.
But where are these designs among your arts? Where is the carved Adra in your wooden huts? These places were not built by the Huana, but by an ancient people from a distant land.
You knew he was a fool, but now you suspect he's a dangerous one. His words are a lie, but like the very best lies, they contain the shadow of truth. Everyone knows foreigners once lived among your people as guests, but they have not been seen in 200 years. What prickles the back of your neck is the question of how he might know this, and why he brings it to you. The murals in these places and the stories of our ancestors tell it differently. How would you, foreigner, know our history better than our own grandfathers?
I have seen your murals, and I know that you will recognize this.
He produces a helm with two horn-like protrusions and a mask attached. He is correct. You do recognize it. Your guards and attendants gasp. The man, Theos, smiles more broadly.
It was my people who built these places, and now I come before you bearing their warning.
At least that much is true. You turn to your guards. Just as a look of surprise appears on Theos's face, the ancient Ranga's memory skips ahead. You are looking at Theos once more. This time, however, he and a score of robed men and women are bound amidst a heap of peat and wood. This time, he is staring at you in disbelieving fury. You have gathered your people and told them that the foreigners before them are the same ones who came to the islands centuries ago. And now, your people are angry and frightened too, because every Oaxacan remembers the story of how these foreigners abused the hospitality of their Huana hosts. So great was their iniquity that the gods destroyed the great city of Ukaizo and many others besides. Watch now as I wipe their stain from among us. Your people cheer. Theos struggles and yells, but his words are drowned out. Let us never forget that this foreigner is a trickster and his people a plague. Hundreds of Oaxaci stamp their feet and beat the ground with the butts of their spears. Still, Theos scowls and thrashes in protest. From this day forward, we must be vigilant. Let us root out such foreigners and keep our lands pure of their wickedness. The tribe cheers louder than ever. Young and old, Mataru and Roparu, all are united in purpose. Okay. A change seems to come over Theos. The struggle leaves his body, and the rage departs his face. Good. Let him accept his end. One of your attendants offers you a torch. Throw it onto the pyre. You hurl the torch. The flames spread quickly. The foreigners scream as the fire advances. All except Theos, who looks back at you with a strange smile of satisfaction. You pull back from the memory and the gruesome scene evaporates around you. You find yourself staring at Ruasari's body once more.
Look as though you've seen something.
How may I help? Yes?
He looks back at you, quietly attentive. I read an ancient memory in Ruasari's soul and found a link to the Lenin key. You tell Alaf about the past life you glimpsed in Ruasari's soul, about her long ago meeting with Theos, his warning about the runes, her decision to execute him, and her mandate to the Wahaki to defend their territory from outsiders.
That's like what he told the Glanfathans. I bet he didn't expect they'd kill him for it. Would have loved to see the look on his face.
Then the Wahaki are the painted masks. They've been serving the Lewdness's interests for 2,000 years without even knowing it.
Alf blinks, working through the implications.
Though not, it seems, in the way Theos intended.
He frowns, rubbing his chin.
People doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons for thousands of years without even realizing it. Doesn't get more lead and key than that.
What are you thinking, Alf?
Belief is a curious thing.
He crosses his arms, settling back on the balls of his feet.
Once, the Wahaki believed they were guarding themselves against the Ingwithans, Theos' people. Yet over time, they became hostile toward all outsiders.
A thoughtful furrow splits his brow. Stories and messages change. Theos only had clarity about his because Woodica reincarnated him whole every time. Yeah, that's just how. What is that? Talks go here.
But don't you wonder if bearing that message was part of what made Theos who he was?
He raises an eyebrow and falls quiet for a moment.
It's not just that the Wahaki misread Theos' original message. It fundamentally changed them.
He purses his lips.
They went from being a large and well-connected tribe to a much smaller one defined by isolationism.
Worry burrows into the shadows and creases on his face. And this has got you thinking about the consequences of your intervention.
You know me too well.
His wry grin doesn't quite banish his air of melancholy.
I've been chasing the Lewdness, trying to undo the harm they've caused. But what if I'm only making matters worse?
Well, that's definitely something that can happen, yeah. You have to keep in mind that people don't just change in a very short amount of time unless something very drastic happens. And even then, yeah. Private agony muffles his voice. His breath catches in his throat as the full weight of his words hit him. Well, that's good. That makes you grow, Alf.
Might I be to blame? Have I made a grievous mistake in getting involved?
Through his scars and lines and newfound purpose, you catch a glimpse of the Alf you knew 5 years ago. Scared, alone, and desperate for direction. You don't have to destroy Vtubers. Everything falls apart eventually. Well, everything humans build, I guess. Yeah, you got to answer that on your own. This is very kind. I don't know if at this point he needs kindness or another Adolf. Adolf, get it together kind of moment. What did I tell him in the... I think I was kind of... you got to answer that on your own.
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Yeah, no, don't. I think stuff like that is important, that you come to your own answer instead of always looking to others for it. And it's fine if you never find an answer. Maybe that will be your answer, but you cannot find one.
Perhaps it was naive to think I could dismantle a 2,000-year-old organization in a single lifetime. But it's worth it to try.
A little smile brightens his features. Edea's eyebrows raise high on his forehead. He smiles crookedly. You probably get the rest when Wayne wins Legacy. That's the spirit.
The strange thing is, this whole ordeal has given me some sympathy for Theos. Not that I condone his actions, of course.
He quickly clears his throat. Hands on his hips, Seraphim grins.
But I can't imagine he thought he'd destroy an entire generation either. Well, not in the beginning, anyway.
He clasps his hands and presses his lips together, trying to formulate a thought. When he opens his mouth again, he speaks as if he's chosen his words carefully.
What I mean to say is, he thought he was doing the right thing. Even at the end.
We all justify our actions somehow. Yeah, well, then his example is a cautionary tale for you. We should learn from it.
A prudent suggestion.
He nods.
At any rate, it will be a relief to move forward. It was always too comfortable to leave the hard decisions to others. To simply follow along.
He cocks his head in reflection and inclines it toward you.
I only wonder now what sort of decision you'll have to make when we finally confront Aethys.
Well... we'll find out when we reach him, no point in guessing.
A reasonable point. Anyway, thank you. This has lifted a great burden from my shoulders.
Ah, well, at least it worked out. Then let's get going. Okay, let's get going. Well, there's nobody around, so we might as well grab everything we can grab. Just a small massacre. Oh my god. Let's not ask the queen for anything. Because she might be like, oh, I want you to establish an alliance with them. And I'll be like, well, actually, things happened. I think we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna save it on the other save. We're just gonna go roll with these choices. Okay. The crew was already very happy. Listen, crew. You've got to drink water at some point, okay? You guys are already very happy anyway. We're gonna save these twice cursed adventures. There we go. You stumble upon an ancient shipwreck. Its sails hangs from the mainmast like cobwebs, shredded by cannon fire and vicious winds. The ship's hull is cracked and bow, but there may still be something inside worth salvaging. Sift through the wreckage. Just keep... Okay, nothing left. Alright, now... Does Alov have anything to say now? No, but I guess his quest did end up on a rather positive note, especially as opposed to like Adair or what's his Seraphim. I feel like. Well, at least the boy didn't die.
Yes?
No, there's nothing. He has nothing to say.
What's gnawing you?
What's gnawing at me? Nothing. Well, there's nothing to say. Nobody, no reputations. We're like 0, 1. How am I at 0? How did I get at 0? Oh, Lord. Look, everyone, all the boys are happy with me except Alof. Oh, I love you. Well, your risk is negative anyway. But wait, no, and Seraphine is well, more like a bro kinda. Ashen Ma. Motare o Cozy. Let's go there, I guess. Does that mean all that's left is Tekehu? I don't know if I well, we'll see. Tekehu has a sassy side, but I don't know if I can say he has rizz. it doesn't hit me like that. Heavy clouds darken the horizon. Plus he's scaly, isn't he? Well, not that it matters to me, because it's novel like that. That's gonna have to deal with that. The clouds darken in the distance, piling one atop the next, as if in a battle for superiority. A vision-searing thread of lightning forks between sea and sky, followed almost immediately by a rib-rattling crash of thunder. God damn it, I wonder if we're gonna lose someone again. Seraphine has the most reason, in your humble opinion. he definitely has something. Eld Engrim eyes the storm and spits. I wish this ship had a boatswain. There's no one better to have you. Okay. Your crew looks to you. Your orders, deckhand duties, reef the sails. The crew is sent into the rigging. There was no need for that though. Huh? There's nothing. Oh, okay. Beautiful. Storm sets the sea to churning, bending masts, twisting lines, and tumbling enormous waves across the deck. The wind drives the rain at an angle so sharp as to be almost sideways. I have no idea. We are lying a hull, holding course. Waves rise and break over the rails, sending water cascading across the deck. Sailors shout orders to one another, clinging to the rigging for their lives as you cut your way through the storm. War. The storm rages on, showing no sign of subsiding. The ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew clutch their hairs or guts, bent double over buckets squeezed tight between their knees. And what if I try to psychically reduce their nausea? Yeah, eyes closed, Seraphine concentrates on the crew. Soon mariners stick to their feet again, the sickness no longer weighing on them. The storm rages on. Okay. The ship pitches suddenly and a monstrous wave strikes it directly across the deck with a despairing scream. Oswald sweeps over the rail. God damn it. While he was drinking a lot, he catch no further sight of a lost sailor. So we have to always lose one! My god. The storm rages on, showing no sign of subsiding. The ship pitches suddenly and a monstrous wave strikes it directly. Oh my god, everyone is gone! The ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew clutch their heads. Oh my god! The befouled grog sent of his again! As if exhausted, the clouds finally calm, coming to rest like a thick blanket across the sky. The waves do end their trembling complaint, and the Defiant finally sails easily. We lost 2 people! The crew lean against the rails and rigging, their faces haggard but relieved. The storm, it seems, has passed. God damn it. No crew left to BC6 with problem solved. My lord, what was that? Well, the daily wages... Oh my god! We don't have enough crew members to properly manage the ship. What was that? One, two, three. My god. Yeah. I can see that, yeah. We'll have to find some new people. At least our... You hear a knock at the door to your quarters. What now? An unexpectedly cold wind, blah blah blah. I think this is a... we don't have coin to spare! Why would I give her money? She doesn't need that. For burning shoals. Almost there. Almost there, boys. Okay, so there's a shipwreck. There's a berry. Maybe let's grab whatever we can from the shipwreck first. I don't care. Walk away. A junk bobs off just offshore. Its hull is scored with deep gashes above the waterline, and parts of the stern are burned to cinders. There may still be something worth salvaging in the hold. Okay. How do I even... Matikau landing. I guess we go here. What is that? Huh? We need to find more sailors. How are we to find more sailors? Yeah, the small events do be repeating, yeah. You disembark on a calm beach. A thick tree line ahead separates you from the deeper jungle. You see evidence that another landing party arrived here before, but its tracks lead off into the jungle, for it doesn't look as if anyone returned this way. The beach is conspicuously quiet, and it takes you a moment to realize what's missing, the chirp or wobble of birds. When you spot it, subtle movement in the tree line. You're not alone. Charles, but tree line screaming that way with a weapon over your head. I know you're out there, let's talk about this. Several Huana warriors, decorated with a face paint of a Wahaki, calmly emerge from the tree line. A tall warrior separates out from the fold and pauses, giving you a severe look before approaching. So it's them again. Let's not tell them that we kinda made some cleaning. Did some cleaning.
You have come to the wrong place, outsider.
The Wahaki warrior clutches his weapon and stares you down. Greetings.
I do not care which island you call home. This one belongs to the Wahaki. You cannot have business on Motari Okozi. Leave before I feed your bones to the jungle.
He makes a dismissive wave back toward your ship. What is this? I come for knowledge and take nothing but memories.
This is no library, Outlander. Death herself has touched this jungle.
Something about your words causes his temper to even out.
It seems you intend on letting the island do our work for us.
He lowers his spear and sighs, gesturing for the others to do the same.
I thought my message to the Huana Prince was clear. He needs reminding that to trespass on the jungle ruin is a death sentence.
And Beta narrows his eyes at you. I'm looking for a lost expedition and knowledge of the island of Kaizo. He shares a guarded look with the other warriors. Something private, buried under layers of exchanged looks and understanding, passes between them.
You will find only bones and ruin, blighted with decay, and worse. The deeper jungle is fouled. Nature is wrong here, and your very presence makes her drool with hunger.
Her? And Beta holds his silence, but his stare is full of warning. Why do the Wahaki protect this island?
You did not come here to learn our history, and I do not share our secrets with outsider filth.
This is so pathetic. He sucks a bit of moisture from his upper lip, holding his unblinking attention on you. What is so dangerous about Motari Okozi?
We do not venture into the deeper jungle, but we know it for what it is. A place where nature has gone mad.
He lets the silence drag on until the point has its deserving emphasis.
It is not for me to explain the tales of our people, but I warn you to keep your distance. Motari Okozi has claimed more lives than you would guess.
Nodded back to my questions.
Your curiosity will only be getting you into trouble.
Can I leave
You
now?
have done nothing to earn the trust of the Wahaki. I cannot look into the eyes of my chieftain and explain to her why I let you go into the jungle.
His eyes narrow, his grip on his weapon tightening.
Better for us both if I killed you now. We will give your body to the sea with all the rights that a worthy foe deserves. An outsider can expect no greater honor.
And Beta knows himself as he comes to terms with this simple inevitability. Well, I suppose this is the end of the negotiations.
You should thank me for sparing you a death at the hands of the jungle.
Well. He really insisted. See, I'm really just...
Not expecting much.
Now that never happens.
You saw it. I did nothing. I tried. But nobody wants to listen to me. Well, he can talk to his chieftain in the next life. They'll reunite there. The crew earned experience? What? What? Why was that? Wahaki missive. Whoever wrote this missive to the Wahaki ambush party left deep indentations in the parchment. Another outlander's ship sails from Motari Okozi. That makes 3 Mbeta. Your warning to the prince only whetted his appetite, as I told you it would. Better that the trespassers die on the beach than meet her ladyship inland. Finish the job this time, or I will find a warrior better suited to your responsibilities. Following the message is an accurate description of your ship. Aha. I see. Interesting. So someone was already following us. I see. What do we do though? We don't have enough crew members for the ship. Does that mean we are We're gonna be left aground. We can't be. We can't possibly be. Right? Burial sites. Let's grab everything we can from here. Ooh. Obvious. Oh no. Actually, should we? Medium armor. Heavy, light, medium, exceptional. Okay, we have that. Plus it's red. Fine breastplate. Saints war armor. Reckless brigandine. Ah. Grain's second chance. What does this mean? You can add something. Oh, you can enchant it. I mean, it's not like he needs it. What do you have? Medium armor. Exactly the same kind of thing. That's not really what I meant to do. No, but I think we're gonna leave him like this. This looks better. Light armor. Plus 15% area of effect. Plus 1 armor rating. My boy does be dying quite a bit. What do you wear? Light armor. No, but yeah. Miscreant's leathers? Miscreant? What do you mean, miscreant? Grain's fireball. Oh! But does fireball... to all in the area of effect, though. That's not good. You could wear that. Cloak of deflection. Wear that. Grant suppress affliction. I don't know. Who should be given that? Hostile effect duration. Beneficial effect duration. What do we have here? Grain's lone wolf. What's that? While there are no allies nearby, become exceptionally resistant to hostile effects. Oh no. grants power surge. What is power surge? Boosts power level for the duration of a fight. I'm tired. I'm tired of looking through that. Let's just continue. Well, it looks like they don't really care about this tribe, so we should be fine. Travel to the ruins. Yes, we did. Search the ruins. We shall.
Hey, watch out.
A corrupted tiger. Some Adra ooze. What? Pugra?
Makes no difference.
Show him how it's done.
The inscription reads, "A harvest of koiki blooms without toil. The fruit of the dead sustains the living."
Ooh, have yourself a look at that, mate.
Watch and learn.
What's that, mate? Orphaned cat? Well, I guess I'm grabbing you, but... Oh, my little doggo. Little Babs. But I can only have one pet around. The bark of this tree is scratched and bruised, having a consistency similar to diseased flesh. Its roots bulge with sipping pustules. Huh. Study the trees if it is beyond healing. The bark bulges with rancid sap. Little sibling for Graver. Life endures somewhere in the heart of this tree, but time and corruption have twisted it to a nearly unrecognizable form. Someone with a connection to nature could reverse the damage. Have a druid whisper to the tree and convince it to give up the corruption in its heart. Takehu leans in closer, whispering to the tree and caressing the bark with care. The surrounding vines shudder and pulse in response. Stepping back, Takehu passes you an affirming nod. The thorny vines retreat into the earth. From the heart of a tree, a gurgle precedes the expulsion of dark, bilious water at your feet. Starved of corruption, the tree seems greener and more lively already. Well, so the trees are more reasonable than the humans. Suddenly you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your head. Fiend! Remove yourself from our domain! The disembodied voice butters your mind like a hailstorm before swiftly departing.
No. I was strong. I was so very hungry. But pleased. Yes.
The Delemgun glares at you. What's a Delemgun?
Mother will destroy you, outsider. There is a seed of pain inside all living things, and she will make it sprout in you. Count on it. If you think you are helping us, I beg you to reconsider. The day we twisted our roots was the day we learned to defend ourselves.
I'm looking for a route to a Kaizo. Ever heard of that? Wait, an expedition came through here looking for evidence of a Kaizo.
We drank their fetid water. I let it spill onto the roots of my tree and felt their life feed the island.
She sighs, her shoulder drooping.
That isn't what you wanted to hear, and I delight in the telling of it.
I'm looking for a route to Okaizo. Ever heard of it?
Yuseku Kaizo.
She crosses her arms, a wry smile playing on her youthful features.
I suppose you've corrupted all of your own islands, and now you must trample on the ones which time forgot. No, I am pleased to say that I do not know the location of haunted Ukaizo. Even if I did, I would die 1,000 times before giving you the satisfaction of an answer.
I take it this island has fallen on hard times. Does it matter how she became this way? She's a bitch.
We have known hard times ever since the island-hopping Kith invited the ire of the gods.
She grits her teeth with the sound of dry wood.
Mother twisted us, instructed us to harden ourselves against intruders. Over time, the grove learned to defend itself from the likes of you.
Your mother sounds non-accommodating. If her voice is in my head, if her voice in my head is an indication.
She will tear you into pieces and pull me back into her communion when she is done.
But then I'm gonna narrows her eyes. Well, time to kill some more of you.
I can't decide if I hate or relish the prospect. Mother will know what you've done. My pets and I will leave you to her.
She hems a hard, afraid that he glare into the surrounding jungle, which goes quiet around you both.
She is sick, as are we all, and it will only grow worse if no one stops her. Seek out the trees of my other sisters. Heal them as you did me. We can help.
Eh? What are you talking about? Weren't you talking about killing me? Can I kill you? You bitch?
Isn't this something?
You again.
Give me a ring.
Eh? Maybe we should have just destroyed the tree.
Trespasser, vile defiler.
A stench of rot hovers over the... There's barely any vowels here. She points a crooked, wand-like finger at you and advances.
Madam, this is a swamp at best. What could we be trespassing on?
She hisses at Takeru.
My tree is scoured clean. Your roots are still tangled. There is power in her.
She nods to you grudgingly.
No! She has twisted you against us. After we have drained her water, we will show you how to mother this island properly.
Are you the thing that's been jabbering in my head since I arrived? She peels back her lips, showing bony protrusions that dimly resemble teeth.
We are a queen. This grove is our court. You are nothing but water to feed our young, soil to birth our seed.
She extends both her arms and shrieks a high-pitched call. Vines uncoil from the ground beneath your feet and tense with hungry anticipation. Well... Try not to bleed any sap on me, it's impossible to wash off. She screeches and the very jungle responds to her call.
Mother, please! We can be strong again!
Second try!
I'll teach you a lesson.
Me too.
Ah, she's green. So she's helping us? We're dying, though. What is...
Taxed to my limit.
Reduced healing, seeking... Ah, she died. Well... We got rid of her. She was too much of a bitch. Anyway.
I got this.
That worked out.
I see where you're going with that. There. What did I tell you?
Things always work out in my favor. Oh. Ah, medium shield. Antidote. Golden ring, baby pearl. The inscription reads, Ngati gifted her chosen people with dominion over water. Okay.
I smell concrete. I feel
Hang on, my friend. Savvy? See
This is futile! Lava beyond
That's how it's done.
So where do we need to go? The inscription reads, it is the charge of all living things to safeguard Adra. For gods will know us by our fealty to this covenant. Okay. Ah, here's something. Oh,
Nowhere in the Isles have I seen such craftsmanship.
the soul fleets about in hasty panic bursts. It eases closer to you with anticipation. They laughed at your hours studying the runic script of the ancient Huana, but here you are poring over gold inscriptions while they scratch their heads. You promise yourself a good boast on the journey back to Nikitaka. No one believes the Huana could have forged a device like the Golden Wheel, but you stay silent on the matter. The Engwithans built more for function than beauty, and this is art. Rotating the control disc and pressing panels had you so engrossed that you mistakenly entered the wrong combination. A slit opened in the disc, discharging a gas that brought you to your knees, coughing loud enough to summon a creature whose shape you could barely perceive through the haze of pain. Boasting would have to wait. Oh, nice. Everyone just leveled up. More athletics and survival. Fighter draws strength from their own indomitable spirit, because okay. Grab that. Nice. Next. Blah 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 blah. Stealth. Bluff. Barbarian channels were only irrepressible determination going to obvious inspiration for a short time. I don't know, but my eyes just landed on that. The cipher probes the mind and soul of the enemy target, finding the strengths of its defenses and stealing them for their own. Drains a portion of the target's armor rating, granting the same amount as a bonus. Grab that. Help allies. Religion. I don't know, man. Maybe let's add a bit of mechanics so you can help my own mechanics. Removes dexterity affliction effects for allies in the area of effects. Stirs something deep inside enemies in the area of effect, charming them. If he can't rizz me, he can rizz the enemy, I guess. Savage storm of sleep and nice chunks, causing crushing face damage to any. No. Dealing pierce damage targets and knocking them prone. That might be funny. More mechanics and insight. I have so much insight. I'm so insightful. I have no idea what I'm grabbing, but whatever. Rangers and animal combating to rush targets. Do that. I'm just grabbing stuff randomly. Pierce damage causes 4 only blast explosion. Ah, that's nice. 4 only is good. Alright. This massive golden disc is covered with intricate engravings and inscriptions. You are able to pick out symbols representing plants, wildlife, and boats, but there's no discernible order or meaning to the configuration. Study the engravings, look for a pattern. You can vaguely see how different points of engraving seem to match up, forming a coherent shape instead of being situated on opposing sides of a carving. Read the main inscription. The depression in the ring resembles a control panel which could be used to manipulate the moving parts of a disc, though it is missing something. To all wayward kin far from family shores, let this chart point the way home, that your tribe may welcome you open-armed. Engravings remember what the dead forget. Take comfort in this sanctuary, read its teachings, and let knowledge guide the hand that turns the wheels. Ah. A circular depression stands out from the rest of the disc. The stone ring in your possession looks as if it could fit, but not without the other missing part. Okay, let's grab the missing part. Apparently we had something on us. More clues. This lingering soul drifts in a lazy, hypnotic fashion. It does not seem to know or care that its life has been extinguished. That golden wheel weighed as much as Eophus's thumb, but you weren't living without a souvenir, something to put a smile on Director Castel's face. Then your boots crunched a soft femur in half, and you remembered. Wasn't this island supposed to be abandoned? Maybe you didn't beat the Huan expedition in getting here. Suddenly the gold felt like dead weight. You rolled it into a cave for safekeeping. You didn't make it 10 paces toward the beach before something big, all crooked limbs and fetid breath, plucked you off your feet. When she squeezed you like a dish rag over a patch of thirsty vines, you bled out so fast that you forgot to scream. Well, that's quite the death. Okay, so, a cave.
Help!
Oh.
Please!
Wait, there's still someone alive.
Help me!
Thorn-covered vines encircle this valiant woman, constricting around her in a deadly embrace. Her speech gets cut short as one of the vines about her midsection tightens its hold, nearly forcing the breath from her lungs. Gritting her teeth, she braces against the vines and fights to steal back some breathing room.
Bats! Stinking weed!
She regards you with tired, bloodshot eyes.
Nature has turned her hand against this woman. We must not leave her in this state, Captain.
I don't know what you are, stranger, but your kindness goes down smooth.
She manages one smile to her Tekehu. Let's see if we can do something about those vines.
Thank you. Only I don't know how we're going to manage it.
She strains at the tangled mass of vegetation. Tekehu, anything you can do to help out?
Akira, a simple matter of denying these vines their beloved water.
Tekehu strokes his chin and smirks at the challenge. He squats down and runs his hands along the vines, closing his eyes. A sickly black humor pools at your feet as the vegetation expels the last of a rancid liquid that sustained it. What is left behind relaxes its hold on Baltia and diminishes.
Not my finest work, but it is done.
He winks at Baltia and helps her up.
I think that did it. Agrasima.
She struggles to her feet with a pain-grown messaging.
Our ship landed on the other side of the island, but I am the last of the crew, and I cannot sail her alone.
I pushed the button by accident.
May I join your voyage?
Oh,
I
nice.
do not care where we make port, as long as it is far from here.
Welcome to the crew. I'll see you on the ship. Nice!
Ak Casita. I will see you on board.
Nice! I really, we really did need someone. Snap into a sharp salute, Baldia manages a pained but genuine grin. Nice!
If I was mad enough to tarry a moment longer, I would walk with a quiet step.
I've already encountered some of the progress skulking around.
Ak, then you came better prepared than we did. The Pugra who guard this jungle get edgy whenever anyone steps near their trees.
She nods, flashing a respectful salute. Okay.
Minds of their own, I say, and sharp teeth.
Nice, we got someone in our... She's a cannoneer. Okay. Ocean folk, Pavilion Republics. Helmsman, boatswain. Where do we put a boatswain? I don't see anything that says boatswain. Beardle. This is resting crew. Where do you even put a boatswain? This is navigator, this is surgeon. Helmsman. Oh. Okay. This is where we came from. Where's that cavern? Look at my little doggo swimming in the water. Ah.
Second try, I say.
That order's too tall.
Behold me, mother. Me too.
Look at my little doggo swimming. This fragment of soul vibrates with a sense of deep worry and hesitation. As you draw closer, it drifts toward you with a sense of blind urgency. You pant with exertion as you flee, clutching an ornate golden ring in both hands. The hip-deep water slows your frenzied escape, but you persist with some tattered memory of hope. A pained shriek rings out from the jungle. You turn back, distracted, and manage to run headlong into a towering form. The creature swivels her attention down at you. She plucks you up with a bony talon as she would a doll. Through the haze of disorientation, you make out her bearded face and milk-white eyes. Cackling, she snatches the golden ring and hangs it on the branch of a tall, gnarled tree. She tells you of the awful fate you'll suffer, feeding her grove, watering her children. But she makes it all sound like an honor. You wish you could believe her. The vision disperses in a cloud of pain and confusion. Okay, did we get the No? Where's the other golden wheel? This way?
Consider
That?
it done.
Ah, there it is, maybe. Yep. An exceptional pistol. Okay. Look at my little doggo swimming! Oh, you're so cute! What's his name again? This is funny. Everything is like stoic, shady. I'm stoic, rational, passionate, honest, clever, benevolent. Oh, there's still a bit of benevolence to us. That was probably from the beginning. And aggressive. Yeah. I don't let anyone step on my toes. Kaz. Ah, my pet's name is Kaz. The golden disc faces the sky, motionless and silent. You note that the vacant depression in the control panel matches the engraved rings you found in the ruins. Slide the golden wheels onto the control panel. The rings settle into place, fitting neatly around their central axis. The outer ring is inscribed with passages in the Huana runic language. The rings settle into place, fitting neatly around their central axis. Oh yeah. 4 symbols decorate the inner wheel. The sharp pillars of luminous Adra, the native Koike foot, a depiction of a Huana water-shaping art, and a lovingly engraved island. The way these inscriptions align suggests a relationship between the two. Something about the island catches your attention. The runes surrounding it are particularly elaborate, and every measurement uses it as a point of origin. It's Hokkaido. Kera, are we both seeing this? Tegehu brings a shaking hand up to wipe his mouth. A set of dots on the inscribed panels of the outer ring suggests that it should be rotated in a sequence, starting from one end, ending in 4. Okay. Rotate the wheel into the first configuration. The first inscription reads, though the roots grow from Rikuhu's lightless bowels, their yield is a welcome reprieve. The inner ring can be turned to match a symbol to the inscription. Ah! We need to see what the inscriptions are. Puagratri. There are inscriptions. Oh, the lip between aisles. Home is beloved Ukaizo. Was there something like that? Tiger Den. There were inscriptions. Oh no! The short one was the one who went. How do I know which is 1, 2, 3, and 4? For the roots grow from Rikuhu's lightless bowels, their yield is a welcome reprieve. Luminous Adra, Ukaizo, Koiki foot. Symbol of water shaping. Maybe it's with Koiki fruit. You turn the wheel until the passenger lines with a symbol of koiki fruit. The wave control panel sits atop the disc suggests that you could push this configuration down. Press. You press your weight on the panel. Deep inside the disc, you hear the rotation of heavy parts. The gold rings spring back up, ready to be spun again. Our covenant to safeguard. Those petrified limbs are the health and safety of the Deadfire. Luminous Adra? With some resistance likely owing to agent neglect. Beneath the disc, the groaning of gears sounds once more. Ngati gifted her chosen people with dominion over a dark and turbulent kingdom, water-shaping. Cacophonous grinding sound builds from somewhere deep beneath the disc. Whether this indicates a favorable outcome or not remains to be seen. And then Ukaizo. A long silence follows, in which you are forced to wonder whether or not you input the correct combination and what consequences might follow either way. Manipulating the control panel has rotated the rings of a massive inner disc into a new configuration, one that lines up with neat precision. The engravings intersect in a manner that forms the shape of the Deadfire. The emerging image is not exactly a map, but an index of islands and coordinates, organized in relation to each other. You recognize several of the sighted locations as containing nothing but open water. Charting a path by this obsolete system now would be impossible. The word Ukaizo stands out from the other named islands. You take a rubbing of the disc in its completed form. Judging by your surroundings, this coordinate system has gone untouched for millennia. Your findings may be of interest to someone. Hey, okay. Whether or not this treasure should be available to just anyone who happens by is another matter. The gold rings are resolutely locked in place. They're resolutely locked in place? Might not be good. Because by the time we... Oh, I don't know. By the time we arrive somewhere, maybe let's destroy them. You find a heavy rock and hoist it above the disc. Smashing the rotational mechanism would guarantee that the navigational secret remains yours alone. No! Takehu cries out and places his body between you and the disc. Can't we just try to grab them? After all that this artifact has endured, do not let our coming be its death sentence. This knowledge is dangerous in the wrong hands. And the right hands are the ones bent on destroying our Takara. Takehu gives you a look of utter bewilderment. You know my heart on this matter, Captain. Takehu turns away and covers his mouth, unable, unwilling to watch. The problem is we can't grab it. Why can't we grab it again? Like, there was a way for it to be put there. Should there be a way for it to be taken out again? Well, you'll bear the responsibility if something goes alright, Takehu. Do not say that I am not a benevolent captain after that. Cannot run. Alright. Well, at least now we have a full crew. We should be good. We're good to go. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm the right hands, but what I'm sure is I don't want it to go into the wrong hands, but whatever. You can't bear to see it destroyed, so I'll leave it be and you'll bear responsibility for whatever happens next. What's that? Sailing offers a welcome reprieve from Motario Kozi until the silhouette of an advancing ship grows clearer on the horizon. The winds turn against you as the pursuer, a well-equipped Raotayan junk, closes the distance handily. The flag of the Royal Deadfire Company waves proudly. A placard on the hull identifies it as Benevolent Aegis. A loud percussion, followed by the splash of water, announces a cannonball fired across your bow. Oi! Stand down and prepare for inspection! What? A commanding voice bellows over the turbulent crashing of waves. Ah! Fight your way out of this. A battle cry on your lips, you steer the Defiant toward the advancing vessel and prepare for combat. Inspection? Go fuck yourself? Who are you to inspect me? The heck?
Ain't not my thing, Sammy.
Second try, I say.
Show 'em how it's done.
Not very benevolent of them. Right? The heck?
No attack, Cap. I feel like you ask too much.
Who is asking too much? Ooh, Shotty is... oh, okay, she's fine. What? The heck is happening? Okay. They really just went straight at us. Like, oi. Inspection. My ass. Ah, that's the Kuaorikuhu Islands. Uh-huh. Alright. Now, Kahanga Palace. Ah, Royal Brother. You better be happy with this. And pay me well, please. Well, we did leave the trees corrupted, so they should serve as guards, I guess. Welcome, traveler. Oh, thank you.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
Aruihi raises his brow and gestures for you to speak. A riddle on the island pointed the way to Ukaizo. Yeah, let's just start with giving Robin. The prince accepts the chart in silence, holding it up to the light and poring over every detail of interest. His hands tremble as he holds the paper.
An unusual accounting of the isles, I say. Each one measured in relation to...
His finger drifts up to the sigil of Ukaizo. Aruihi nods. Do you have what you need to find Ukaizo?
If I did, my sister would hold a parade in your honor. Ngati is one to throw obstacles in our path, but I say that an outdated chart is better than none at all.
Grinning all the while, Aruihi rolls up the parchment and tosses you a heavy pouch of coins. Ah! 1k7. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't give my money. Say nothing.
When we know enough, my sister will finance a fleet-wide search. Not for breadcrumbs, but lost Ukaizo. Watcher, I take it that none of my people escaped the clutches of that island.
Aruihi hangs his head as the truth becomes apparent.
I sent good women and men to die in the name of the tribes and in the vague hope. May Ngati thank them for their courage and Wodaka for their loyalty. May they return to us as Rangas.
Aruihi raises a shaking hand to touch his lowered brow. I had some trouble with the Royal Deadfire Company on the open sea.
Akira, they would not let you escape with what they could so easily steal.
Prince Aruihi murmurs under his breath.
But will they not find the original chart as unprotected as a Reparo food pile?
Assuming they survive the jungle? Probably.
I expected better judgment from an agent of the crown.
Well, I don't really care. You're not gonna play as my meat shield, so whatever. He folds his arms and presses the bridge of his nose.
Even with the help of the gods, our task was unlikely before these complications, I say.
He waves you on, eager to change the topic. The bark loaf was a message from Wahaki to deter any visitors.
For what do they protect Matario Kozi, when its knowledge could help all Hawana? One day I will have words with their Ranga to settle our differences.
Nothing more to report.
This is much to learn in a day, even for this warrior.
Aruihi touches his brow and considers.
I sent the expedition to their fate, and those who followed. Death is on my conscience this day.
He lifts his gaze to meet yours.
May all who fell on Matario Kozi slip through the eel's jaws. Hawana and outsider alike.
Sighing, Aruihi bows his head.
But on to brighter times, I say. If Ukaizo can be found, then so too will the hopes of our people be made manifest.
His mask of grief breaks out of a pool of a broad smile.
Too much has happened for you to waste words with the royal brother. From now on, you work with Onikaza as an honored guest of her rooftop garden. Only, be kind to her cats.
I've already heard that. Farewell, I guess.
Captain, a word?
Takehu's eyes widened in proportion to his smile. What's on your mind?
You came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problems of others, they must be noisy obstacles by comparison. We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say?
It tests my patience now and again.
And you wish for a moment of silence to dampen the rabble.
Allah flashes a quick, pleased glance. Letting out a sigh and planting his hands on his hips, Takehu grins with deep satisfaction. He locks up his eyes with yours and makes no move to break the contact. Hey? What are you doing? Do you wanna stare contest? Look deeply into his eyes. He nods slightly, the grin spreading across his features, but makes no other move. Is he trying to rizz? Is he? So one of you has the balls! What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I have no idea. Is it? Is it for real? Is it for real? Is he trying to rizz for real? The green spread as... What, do I just play the... Oh no, I didn't save before. Shit. Continue looking into his eyes, maybe. Something in the black pit of his gaze draws you in, and you realize you took an unconscious step closer. The Kehu doesn't move, and you can smell the ocean on his skin. Huh. Who was it that said he was shy? Well, yeah, he's shy because he's not saying it. Well, he's waiting, I guess. He's trying a hesitant step, and he's waiting to see what's our move, I guess. If we reach out and touch him, is that too much? He allows you to trail your hand across his collarbone. Takehu's chest rises and falls with every deep breath. The smile he wears is both knowing and excited. Oh! Is it happening?
It is relaxing to lose yourself in another, I say.
It is happening! Maybe. His lips move so slowly that you almost miss the words. Uh-huh.
I am feeling braver than normal. Akira, a good captain has that effect on their crew.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone?
He is trying. He is crazy. He dips his head coyly to the side, letting his hair drip down with a moist squish. Oh my god! Well, we got ourselves a fish. I guess we stayed with the marine theme because in Gridfall we got the captain's cargo, and then we have the fish. Let's see, just you pretty fish. No one at the moment. I'm not looking for any sort of complications. The two of her answers sound like firm rebuttals. Got the fish and the fisherman. I guess I don't like fishing in games, but this kind of fish, huh? Fishman and fisherman. This kind of fish, I guess, is not too bad. Plus, he came to me. There was no need for me for fishing, actually. This is so freaking funny. Is he gonna take offense if we say just you pretty fish? But the other two are definitely just rebuttals, just you pretty fish.
For once, Ngati answers my prayers.
Woo! He is becoming smooth, I guess.
Captain, I would speak plainly. Are you as excited by the possible? What I mean is, if we were to...
The guy who clears his throat and studies you, his eyes wide and imploring. You caught me speaking plainly. This is so funny. Yeah, I know. He did try to rizz, but he is still very shy. No, you need to go to the end. Let's see, I'm intrigued. Speak on.
If such things interest you, my last haphazard coupling was not so long ago. In Nekataka, in fact.
What? Haphazard coupling? He chuckles to himself. Ooh. This haphazard is exactly how I like to couple. Ooh, we gotta brag about a conquest. I'll just plug my ears. Okay, so we're still given the opportunity to say no, I guess. Wait, but what is like, what do you mean by hazardous? I don't know if but then again, what does Novaline Hard like? I don't know. Haphazard, like in any obvious principle of organization. Ah! So I guess he's saying it's more in the... What do you mean? Haphazard couple in more squish. It is with a certain kind. It is. I can't. It's so... I can't take this seriously. It's so fucking funny. Plus, right in front of everyone. Could you not have waited? Alaf is listening. Well, Alaf didn't have a ball, so I guess it might be a refreshing adventure. Oh, what the hell? Haphazard is exactly how I like to couple.
Hush, Captain. This talk is distracting enough as it is.
The guy who plants his hands on his hips and grins at you.
She was a godlike, one of Amira's brood. Her hair is neat and orderly as a raven's wing.
Is he really talking about another woman in front of me? The guy who reaches into his pack and pulls out a black feather. He draws his fingers down the fibers, smiling in remembrance.
We found each other in the market and made ourselves comfortable behind a fishmonger's stall. She left me this as a keepsake.
He sighs, holding the feather up to her light.
I never knew her name. Now I do not have to suffer the pangs of forgetting it.
Saying, he lets the feather fall from his hands. A light breeze carries it away. I want to say, if you're trying to charm me, talking about bus lovers is a strange way to do it. Cause like, what the heck? What woman likes that? Let's be off so I can let that story play out in my head some more. He's gonna give me a quest to find this woman or something. The rizz fizzles out. Oh my god. What happens is if I say that? If you're trying to charm me, talking about bus lovers is a strange way to do it. Because honestly, I'm like, let's just play it to the end, you know.
Charm? Oh, not so, Captain.
Oh, he's not. He really is!
I would have you know me by my impulses, my desires. These are Tekehu as much as the living god.
Well, that was some fast seduction on your part. Are we talking about how yeah, they met and then, okay, they tumbled behind a fishmonger's stall?
Well, it helps when both parties are beautiful, full of desire, and have no afternoon plans.
It's funny, because sometimes he's full of confidence, but then why is he like, why, okay. I don't know. I can't decide if he's smooth or just, kind of dumb.
I was expected at the guild hall, but one must have their priorities.
Didn't you want to keep that?
Most desperately. But I do not cage love or force it to be anything but itself. A bird fluttered away. She was not mine to keep.
Well, let's be off so I can let that story play out in my head some more. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. That's enough theatrics for today.
As you say, Captain.
Feel like he's also. Yeah, I feel like that too. Takehu grins and wipes his hands clean.
I do not want you to misunderstand. I am a sea anemone, hungry and eager to close around stimulation.
What?
I would draw you in with care, with patience.
He says, yeah, well, I feel like you're all talk, darling, but we'll see. He raises his brow and studies you, looking for a reaction. You see there's a mob somewhere on the back of your head. I'm hesitant to call that sexy, but I'll allow it. Or I was just thinking the same exact thing about you. I'm waiting. I'm hesitant to call it sexy, but I'll allow it.
Akira, then may we put up a merry chase for each other.
He looks you up and down, thumbing his chin and clearly appreciating what he sees.
We could blunt our teeth on more idle chatter, but I cherish the suspense. Come.
Well, at least he's very, he's clear in his intent. I appreciate that. He dips his head to indicate the path before you. As Takehu finishes speaking, his words slow to crawl. The sensation of sinking into a pool of water begins to overtake you. Even if I repress it, let's listen.
I want better for him than you.
Ngat is great, bulbous eyes narrow to pinpricks. More is left unspoken, but you feel your lungs constrict as salt water fills your nose. You know what? I'm taking him. The world once again reasserts itself, the sensation of moisture and depth pulling away with some resistance. Takehu fans his hand over his mouth and yawns. Let's be off. I am taking him. I am. Wait. What's? I have an expression in mind, but it's in French. What's the equivalent in English? Ferrer le poisson. Ferrer le poisson. En anglais. I am hooking the fish. I am hooking the fish. Yeah, I'm taking him out of spite now. You asked for it.
Gods, lad. I could live forever and never be tiring of these islands.
Akira, the beaches of Oreo Koiki, the sands of Poko Kahara.
Oh, the lads walking them beaches. The lasses with sand on their asses.
Akira, them as well.
I am taking him now. Although I don't really know how this is gonna go. He's like, oh, I'm going to be patient and all. What does that mean, being patient? Because we're gonna need to go on with the program, you know? Ashensmar. We need to go to Ashensmar next. I guess we're just gonna leave the, we don't have anything left anymore, do we? Yeah, we're done. Do we need to, like, continue? No, you know what? I feel I'm grabbing him out of spite now. How does this work? Do I need to, like, do more quests for the Huana people, or are we good now? What was I gonna? Unless it's gonna take forever, in which case, Tekehu. Do I need to do more? Apparently Aleph is the most difficult companion to the hardest companion to romance. Yeah, I can believe that. He's too... He's too much of everything. Watcher can romance the Gehu after advancing for the Huana quest line. That's it. Okay. So that means I need to like advance. Maybe to be sure. La la. So, am I really becoming an errand girl for you? Does that... No, wait. I just need... I'm afraid because I feel like the wiki is gonna spoil me directly. I don't necessarily want... I just want to make sure if I need to like do more quests for the Huana. Because it looks like, okay, we've opened up the door. But then what? Do I need to do more after that? I just want to know if I need to. Hello, Sebo. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. If I need to. Main quest rational. Who wanna Prince Motario Cozy? Testing the waters. So, do I need to do that or not? You need to keep being friendly to him to get the romantic ending. Okay. We don't need to do more quests for the queen. That's all I need to know. Cause like, if I don't need to, I won't. If it's not a requisite. It looks like we...
What say? It is relaxing to crouch in your shade, Captain. I hope you do not mind if I tarry a while.
He lets his hands fall to his sides. In my shade? What shade are you getting from me? Nova becomes queen, giving us no. No, I'm not becoming a queen. What shade? Look at the size of me and look at the size of you. And it's night. He really is just talking out of his ass. But whatever, I'm grabbing you, if only just to spite Ngati.
I come to you with another tale of indecency. Assuming you would enjoy having your blood flow steered southward.
Well, it looks like the conversation is flowing. Still, the two others are directly saying nope. Doing the Huana quest line. Huh. Okay. Steer away, helmsman, I guess.
Before I came to Nekataka, I spent many a night alone tending to signal fires on the beaches of my village. One lonely evening, a shadow approached me. It was an Almawa as tall as the crags of Magrin's teeth.
Takehu cranes his head back and smiles at the thought.
He planted his harpoon in the ground and knelt to warm his hands.
Go on.
He was a whaler on a year-long voyage, his ship weighed down with meat, oil, and bone. But he studied me like I was something new to the sea. For hours we spoke of his travels. He left at first light, but not before asking to touch me here.
Takehu raises his fingertips to the circular spot on his brow. Should we fill the spot? No, let's just go on. I don't know, is he inviting me to touch, or is that to touch if it... Well, he was fine with us touching him before, so I wonder. Is he gonna... I don't even remember. He just doesn't like anti-Huana, and he's against the Deadfire company something. Feel the spot. You bring your hand up to touch Takehu's head. He accepts the gesture, leaning into it. His brow is slightly moist, but Takehu's spot is notably soft to touch. After lingering a moment, Takehu eases back, smiling a little as he breaks contact.
By day, he traded with my village. I saw him in the market, the Ranga's hut. He saw me as well. When the moon rose, I led him from the guest hut and showed him the stars from the beach, and much else besides.
Uh-huh. He's a fish man. Yeah, he's a man fish? I don't know, man. I kind of want to lean into... Are you telling me these stories to make me jealous, Takehu?
I was not at first.
He taps his chin and winks at you. What if we eat him? Would we be cannibals? Oh, no! We don't eat him! What are you talking about? Why? No! I don't think he has enough fish in him for that. Anyway. Are you thinking sushi or something like that? No. I don't think... Look at him! What is he doing? Eh? Was he dancing? He's definitely like it's a humanoid first. He has some scales, is all I think. I don't even know he has what's it called? Gills. What exactly are you working with down there? Eh? He turns into a hammerhead shark. Think those are endangered. Anyway. Yeah, he does turn into a hammerhead shark. I think it's because he's a druid. Well, that's the second class he's... Or the first, I don't remember. One of the two. He might be... Yeah, but... No. We're not eating him. Let's see. What happened to him? What exactly are you working with down there? Down what? Down where? Come on, lover boy, let's be off. I don't want to go any further. No. I don't know, man. Let's be off. Come on, lover boy, let's be off.
Thank you for listening, Captain. You would be surprised.
Takeru is about to say more, but waves it off. Also, he just wants someone to listen.
Ah, it is no matter. Another time.
Should we prod? Something wrong? He merely smiles and shakes his head, his bulbous hair squishing gently about his neck. Alright. Ahead of a question.
What say, Captain?
Ah, here you can break up. No. I want to hook the fish. Let me hook the fish.
Yes, Captain. Questions, Captain?
No, nothing more. Okay. I guess that's it. For now. Well, I guess we're gonna continue with the main quest, because I remember there was something about Ashen's Maw. Hopefully we'll have some development soon. While Alof is hesitating forever, we're going to hook the fish. But actually, I think we're gonna stop here for today. I think we're gonna stop here for today. I know it's not been that long, but yeah. You snooze, you lose. What is that? Huh? You snooze, you lose. What? What? What are we talking about here? I love miss his chance by not making his move. Ah, yeah. No. The boy is too. Whatever. I love. I need someone who at least has the balls to take the first step, instead of constantly needing me to mother them, I guess. Although, I guess a harem is always welcome. Where was it? Ashen Maw. Here it is, Ashen Maw. Do we need to do anything here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're exactly 5. Or do we need to grab some more people? Because every time we end up with grim religious. Greedy. No, we don't grab anyone greedy. Ascetic. Academic greedy. Impulsive. Ah la la. Why does he cost so much? Ah, because he knows 2 things. We just need a deckhand. Maybe. He's both a helmsman and a deckhand. And this one is a deckhand and surgeon. We have deckhands. We have a surgeon too. This is only a cannoneer. Ah, yeah, helmsman. We'd need what? A navigator and a surgeon, maybe. We already have a surgeon. A navigator. No navigators here. And maybe a surgeon. Ascetic. You will sacrifice yourself for Nova ship crew. We have a lot of supplies already, so I think it's fine. But I think it would be better to have some. Maybe let's have a novice deckhand. Impulsive. Impulsive doesn't sound good, but let's have someone as a reserve. In case we run into a storm again. And we're just gonna go to Ashen's Mall. Ashen Mall. I can technically romance multiple people, but you gotta break up with your main one first before pursuing others. Oh. Yeah, but well, I mean, the only options, it seems like the only options are like, I love and take a who anyway, so. And I love doesn't seem to be the brave kind in that regard. I think at least with his quest, he learned to be a bit more, you know. I'm being pursued. Okay. You asked for it. The heck? They're inflamed. They are giants.
Try this.
They're what are these? Are they flame giants? What isn't doing the job, Adair? Everything was fine, though. Volcano folk. I've never met ones. Oh, that's nice. We met some new folks. Okay. You know how we're gonna position ourselves at Ashen Mall? And we're gonna save here. And we're gonna stop here for today. We're gonna stop here for today. We'll do more next week. Yeah. I feel that's about what I can, and I think it's a good place to take a break. So yeah. Didn't do that much today, but we are starting to hook a fish. That's gotta count for something. We are starting to hook a fish. So yeah, thank you guys so much for dropping by today. Tomorrow we are going to continue Middle of Shadow of War. Wednesday is Wednesday Discovery. We'll see what kind of game we are gonna try out. First day we're gonna I am going to play Repo for the first time and grab myself a collab partner. So there's that to look forward to. And Friday, hopefully I will have the strength for our monthly karaoke. I think I'm just gonna go with the flow. Maybe we're just gonna do songs I've done before, stuff like that. I don't feel like learning some new songs or what. We'll just go with the flow. But hopefully I have strength to do that on Friday. We'll see how things go. But yeah, that's what to expect for our streams this week. Thank you guys very much for dropping by. Do take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.